What is up, everybody? I'm the Retro Nerd, and welcome to Burning Rubber. That's right, it's time to shift into turbo and rev up those engines, because it's time for another episode of Burning Rubber. And this time around, we are playing 007 Racing. Now, I didn't even know this game existed, made by EA Games before they stopped, before they started making nothing more than just sports games. This is for the PlayStation 1. I never knew this game existed. I never knew there was a 007 Racing game. And so when I got it, I was like, 007 Racing. That's pretty sweet. Let's try this. Because, we're doing Secret Agent March and all that, so we're doing Secret Agent games. I got some other 007 one-off games I'm going to have here, and a Mission Impossible, and some Hitman games I'm going to be doing. So you already know I'm doing Quantum of Solace for 007, playing all the way through, and I'm doing Hitman Blood Money all the way through, because that's my favorite Hitman game. I've never played Quantum of Solace, but I've heard it's good and stuff like that, so, well, at least decent enough to be played through, so. But anyways, let's get back to 007 Racing. Yeah, so I never knew this existed. I was like, 007 Racing, is this a racing game in the sense of like Mario? And I was like, if it is, that'd be fucking sweet, like racing against other cars and stuff like that. But it turns out, no, it's not that at all. I pretty much just bought it on that premise of thinking it was a racing game with 007 characters and stuff like that, and like, oh, they got the oil slicks and shit like that, missile launchers, machine guns. No. So it's called 007 Racing, but there's no racing? Because you're doing missions as Bond, but pretty much it's essentially the driving scenes from movies, and you're playing as Bond. So I was like, why is it called racing then? Because you're technically not racing. Usually racing means you're either, one, racing against the clock, which I think you pass the first level to find out if you do race against the clock. I'm pretty sure there is some of that. A couple of levels probably have some shit like that. And two, racing usually entitles that you're racing against multiple people, not going around shooting enemies and helicopters out of the air with like missile launchers or machine guns that are attached to your car. And you even fight tanks in the first level too, and it's like, how is this called 007 Racing if there's no fucking racing in it? You're not even racing against anybody, you're just fucking doing the fucking parts from movies where Bond's in the car driving, essentially, all the way up to Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, no Daniel Craig. Remember, this is PlayStation 1. Daniel Craig came after Pierce Brosnan. So, and it's just like, what the fuck? It's like, why is it called racing? There's no racing whatsoever in this god fucking game, and it's terrible. The car handles like shit. And then, they're like, lock on to fucking, to the helicopter and shoot it down with a Stinger missile, and you're sitting there and you're like, well, my target won't move. Is there a button to make it move? No, you gotta lock on in a special sort of some fucking way that wherever you are and the chopper's somewhere on the screen where you're looking, then you can lock on or some shit like that. I never got to do it. It's just like, oh my god, why is this game so difficult? There's no prompts to say, hey, hold down this button to lock on or anything like that. It's like, no, nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing convenient to help you. This game fucking sucks. I don't know what else to say about 007 Racing. I mean, it was a cool concept if they did it the way it was Mario Kart. Not necessarily do the characters have to drive carts. I mean, they could have done it with cars, but in the sense still have like all the cool pickups and shit like Mario, like they do for this game already. They have like health packs, missile launchers, oil slicks and stuff like that you can pick up and use. But in the sense they should have used all that and made an actual racing game in the sense of like Mario Kart. You know what kind of fucking success this game would have had? This game would have probably been as popular as GoldenEye is nowadays. And GoldenEye is still popular just because of the fact that multiplayer was so much fun, and multiplayer for that fucking game was fucking so last minute. It wasn't even planned for the original game. So you see how much success for something that oh, this is not how we're gonna do the game, works. Because GoldenEye wouldn't have been a success if they did not add multiplayer. I guarantee you that. So if they would have fucking done 007 Racing, like a Mario Kart game, it would have been a fucking success.
The mission has been completed.
Now I would like to see a 007 Racing game in the sense of Mario Kart. Because that would be the fucking shit. Because you get to drive all the different cars that Bond's own, and then have the fucking bad guys drive their cars and shit like that. Could you imagine the fucking guy with the Racer top hat fucking having a special move for his car where he shoots the fucking Razor hats out of his car to fucking damage him? That would be the shit. Or Jaws' car essentially being like teeth in the front. And when he gets his special move, I'm going to borrow this one from one of the Twisted Metal games. But remember Auger, no, not Auger, it's the Mr. Slam. Yeah, remember Mr. Slam, the fucking fucking tractor driver, and he had teeth on the front of his? Now take those and put those on Jaws' car, and that would be the fucking shit. And Jaws just comes up behind another driver, bites down on the back end of the car, and it fucking like sends them into a spin out or some shit, because he damaged them with using his special. That would be the fucking shit for a Bond game. But this is not it. There's no racing in this game. This game fucking blows. Anyways, guys, it's time to fucking park the car, put it in park, get out, go eat something, chill out, because this game fucking sucks, and Retro Nerd out.
Completely unaware of the value of being frugal, 007. Why am I not surprised? Lock on your target with the Stinger missile. For the sake of the car, 007, return fire! Find the gap!
The mission has been compromised. We are sending in field agents immediately.